Pokémon Snap! Okay, I had to put that snap in. I'm getting ready for the Switch, which is coming out in a little bit over a month. Now, I'm sure you guys are asking when I'm going to start doing Switch reviews. It's probably going to be sometime in mid-March, assuming I can get the Switch when they first come out. You never know. We'll figure it out. Pokémon Snap! This one I can't actually believe I haven't reviewed yet. I have done over 700 videos and somehow it has slipped through the net. It was available on the Wii, but I guess I was just so busy doing classic games like Cosmic Family or Sexy Poker. I had this game on the N64. I remember enjoying it back then and I enjoy it now. This is one of the games that I let my youngest play when he was little. Truth be told, the littlest reviewer's first game was Yoshi's Story, as I believe I mentioned in that review of that game. Then he played Mario 64 and spent a lot of time jumping around the castle grounds. And then I'm pretty sure he played this one next. Both of my boys played this when they were about 3 to 4 years old. Pretty much perfect for a child, since you didn't need to read anything. It moved for you and you couldn't die. If it wasn't for the somewhat clunky control schemes of holding down a button to press another button to take a picture, I think they could have played this much sooner. This is an on-the-rails photography game, which is way more difficult than you might expect. Now I'm sure I'm gonna get the snide comment saying, well, it was easy for me. Well, let me clarify. It's not a hard game to play, but some of the objectives were a bit difficult, and you needed to do quite a bit of playing the same level over and over again to find the new Pokemon. It is a very simple game to play. Professor Oak has created a vehicle specifically made to have someone in it to take pictures of free-range Pokemon. There were different areas to explore, which usually had to be unlocked by finding some secret areas, getting a high score while taking pictures, or finding a certain number of new Pokemon. These requirements were often very stringent. You needed to find every Pokemon that was available to you when you needed to find a certain number of Pokemon. I couldn't believe that they really expected you to find them all just to get to the next level. They didn't really give you any leeway that I could see. My guess is that since the gameplay was so easy, they needed to make it challenging just a little bit. I wish you could stop the car, or at least turn it around. The best you could do is change your viewing angle. It was a little frustrating to miss a shot only because the car doesn't have a stop button. However, that isn't even true. When you find an alternate exit, the car will stop or change to a hover conversion. I have to believe you have some control when this happens, so why not let us control the car? At least forward or backward, that would have been great. Oh well, maybe that's something they can do in Pokemon Snap 2. In addition to getting new areas with the goals the professor gives you, he'll also give you items like apples to lure out the Pokemon, or a ball to annoy them. Because Pokemon's life is not already bad enough since you set them to fight each other, let's go ahead and throw balls that would annoy them. When you get these items, you're going to want to go back to the levels that you've beaten and throw the items all over the place to maybe get new things to happen or new Pokemon to photograph. Now you had unlimited items to throw, which was a bit odd. Why not limit it? You do have a limit on the number of photographs you could take, but not the items themselves. Am I really supposed to believe that this guy has a bushel full of apples in his car? He wouldn't be able to stand in this car with the amount of apples I was throwing out. What is this guy, Johnny Appleseed? After you get to the end of the track that you're on, you look at all the photos that you've taken and you can choose one per Pokemon to have the professor judge. He will judge them on size, pose, and other things. You get points for each one, so you're going to want to keep taking pictures of Pokemon, even of ones that you've already taken pictures of before. You're going to want to get a better score because you're going to be able to get new items and levels by getting higher points in your photographs. Pokemon Snap was pretty fun. It doesn't have a lot of gameplay, but it does have some replayability with the different kinds of photos you can take and the new areas that you can explore. Graphically, it looks like an N64 game because it is. It controlled a little bit odd, and I wish you could change the axis of the up and down controls. I don't like to press down for up and up for down. I know it's a common control scheme, but usually you can change it, and I don't see why they didn't let you change it here. However, that is a minor thing. If you're a Pokemon fan, this might be a fun way of spending your time with your favorite animals, without making them beat the shit out of each other for your amusement, you monster. So I do think it's worth a buy.